Welcome to CAS 134, Google Drive, Columbia Gorge Community College, The Dalles, Oregon, Mrs. Hughitt, instructor. This video is going to talk about screenshots and how to do them and what they are and why you might want to use one. And as you notice, you come in here, you'll notice that the assignment from last week for the file upload and download is now gone from this list because we did do that in the last video. So what's a screenshot? It's what allows you to basically take a picture of your screen, whether it's a picture of just the screen or whether it's a picture of a document on the screen that you want to save. Maybe you've done an Amazon order, or maybe you've done a order through eBay or something and you want to keep a receipt or a copy. Excuse me. Or somebody sent you a message and you want a copy of it for proof or for working with or for whatever. It allows you to take that picture, that image of it. Now, if you're using a phone, a lot of us know how to do it by holding, kind of the button on the side and the power button and go click, and there you go. You get your screenshot. A lot of people don't know how to do it on a computer. So let's talk a little bit about how to do that. And this document can be printed or downloaded. So on a PC, whether it's Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, it doesn't matter. In fact, you could be clear back on, Windows 98, way back when, or any of the versions since then. And it basically does it the same exact way. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the window of what you'd like to capture. So you're going to have that open. So maybe I want a picture of a dog. I'm going to look up a Malamute, and I'm going to get an image of it. And here's a picture of a Malamute. And I'm going to bring it up in full screen, I hope. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get a whole bunch of text. And there he is in all his glory. So somebody's asked me about Malamutes. I have a Malamute. I have a brand new baby puppy Malamute. And unfortunately, my last Malamute didn't quite make 9 years. So I want this information. But I don't want to shop. I don't need the order. So on a PC, I'm going to hold the control and the print screen. Now, the print screen is normally found up by your backspace, delete, number lock, home keys. It's up in that kind of upper area. Sometimes it says print screen, like really print screen, and sometimes it says PRTSC, which is what mine says. And then you can paste it into something. You can paste it into WordPad. You can paste it into Paint. You can paste it into Word. Any of those will work. Since I have Word, I'm just going to use that. You can paste it into PowerPoint. You can paste it into Excel. You can paste it into a lot of different programs. In fact, you can paste it directly into a Gmail email as well. So you can take a screenshot and paste it right into the body. Not an attachment, but paste it right into the body of that email. So now that I've got it here, however you normally do paste. A lot of people do this right click and do one of these paste options. I don't. I use a control and the letter V, like in Victor or Victoria, the V with a control. And there it is. Now, if you want to get really fancy, you can double click on it. You can go up here and you can crop it. But none of that matters for what you're doing for my class. And then you're going to save it. Again, you probably should have a folder on your desktop for saving this. But in my case, I'm just going to call it Mute and save it. And that's for having Word. If you don't have Word, again, like I said, you can paste it into Paint. You click on Accessories, paste it into Paint, or you can put it into WordPad or whatever. You've got options there. On a Mac, you're going to press the Shift and the Command and the 4 key. You're going to drag the selected area of the screen that you want. So if you want the whole screen, you're going to select the whole screen. And in your case, you're going to want the whole screen. and press and hold the space bar while dragging. And after you release your mouse or your trackpad button, whichever way you're doing it, you should find it as a PNG file, and it should be on your desktop. If everything went as it should have, that will be what happens. And then you're going to come in here. Whoops, I got other stuff running like usual. You're going to come in here and you're going to go into your CAS class and you're going to go to the screenshot assignment. You're probably going to have to size this because it's on your desktop, and you're going to come in here and you're going to upload it, and you will have that edit submission that we talked about in the last video on how to do downloads and do uploads. And that's all there is to that assignment. After you have, and what are you taking a screenshot of? Just to make sure we're clear, you are going to go into your Google Drive and you are going to take a screenshot of the CS 134 folder that you create in Google Drive. So we're going to take a quick pause here. Okay, so as a quick review from what we said earlier in the week, you're going to go into your email, your regular CGCC email, student email. You're going to open it up. You're going to find Drive. You're going to open Drive up. You're going to click on New. You're going to click on Folder. You're going to name it. Since I'm doing this for the second time, I'm going to create it, and it should show up right down here. Once you've got that, you're going to do that Control Print Screen. You're going to drop that into the Word or into the Paint or into the PNG file, whichever one it turns out to be for you. Save it, upload it, and this is what I expect to be opening when I'm grading. So hopefully that takes you through your screenshot assignment. Again, as always, if there are any questions, please let me know.